Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. The Rock had a backup plan at Elimination Chamber, Toronto, after Cody Rhodes turned down the offer to become his corporate champion. John Cena turned heel for the first time in more than 20 years, attacking the undisputed WWE champion until he was bruised, bloodied, and brutalized. Rhodes is set to address what happened last Saturday in tonight's episode of SmackDown Live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's going to be an emotional night for the American Nightmare, considering he finished his story there last year at WrestleMania 40. However, The Rock could always make his presence felt and continue to make things hard for Rhodes. Let's look at the 5 ways the final boss can affect this Friday's episode of SmackDown. Quite possibly the least feasible outcome, since Cody Rhodes is already advertised to appear, but it makes sense for The Rock to continue punishing him. Rhodes turned him down and strongly rejected his offer at Elimination Chamber. The beating Rhodes took might just be the start of a hellacious road to WrestleMania 41. The final boss could be inclined to soften him up as much as possible to be easy pickings for the heel John Cena in Las Vegas. The bloodline might be having internal problems, but this scenario opens up a lot of doors in the future. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu obeying orders from the final boss could lead to a potential feud with Roman Reigns down the line. The trio has always had an issue with Cody Rhodes, so an attack from them won't be surprising from a storyline continuity standpoint. Sikoa or Fatu saying something like, "The Rock and John Cena send their regards," will surely make the crowd and people online go crazy. Before the American Nightmare turned down The Rock's offer, Cody Rhodes received plenty of incredible things to persuade him to accept. While he still has his own locker room and his bus, one way to make things more difficult for the undisputed WWE champion would be to remove whatever privileges he has. Nick Aldis or even Triple H won't have a say in it, especially if the final boss uses his position as a member of TKO's board of directors to make Cody's life more miserable. Fans are already feeling sorry for Rhodes ahead of WrestleMania, so it makes sense for him to get more sympathy moving forward. While fans are waiting for The Rock and John Cena to address what happened at Elimination Chamber, they are not set to appear on WWE television until later this month. That means people are going to look at Cody Rhodes for his reaction to the blatant betrayal by his WrestleMania 41 opponent. But to get more heat for the final boss, he could instruct Nick Aldis to send Rhodes home. Aldis can say that he's not medically cleared to be on SmackDown, so for his own safety, he might be sent home and not allowed to return until he gets the green light from WWE's medical team. The most likely scenario is for The Rock to interrupt Cody Rhodes' segment while he's reacting to the John Cena heel turn. Due to his schedule, it might be impossible for Rocky to appear again on television before WrestleMania 41. His presence, whether live or not, is needed to further build the story on the road to WrestleMania. WWE could do it via live feed or a recorded video, with Rhodes going back and forth with the final boss. It gives an old-school feel to the storyline, especially with Cena being a bad guy for the first time since 2003. Cody Rhodes to be forced to leave by Nick Aldis? New Bloodline's purpose revealed? The landscape of WWE SmackDown could change drastically if rumors hold true regarding Cody Rhodes being forced out by SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. Meanwhile, the newly restructured bloodline under Solo Sikoa may finally reveal its true purpose. Adding another layer of intrigue, The Rock's potential presence on SmackDown could significantly impact these major developments. Here's how everything could unfold and 5 ways The Rock might make his presence felt on WWE SmackDown tonight. 1. Nick Aldis forces Cody Rhodes to leave SmackDown. Cody Rhodes has been at the forefront of WWE's main event scene, especially with his ongoing pursuit of Roman Reigns and the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. However, Nick Aldis has recently shown that he's willing to make tough calls to maintain order. With Cody's influence on SmackDown growing, Aldis may see him as a threat to the balance of power. One possibility is that Aldis enforces a stipulation that forces Cody off SmackDown, possibly sending him back to Raw. Such a move could shake up the entire WWE landscape, especially if it paves the way for new challengers to rise against Roman Reigns. If Cody refuses to leave, he may find himself facing unexpected consequences, including interference from the Bloodline or other top SmackDown superstars. 2. The new Bloodline's purpose revealed. Since Solo Sikoa took control of the Bloodline, the faction has appeared more ruthless and methodical in its actions. While Roman Reigns has been absent, Solo has taken matters into his own hands, introducing new members and asserting dominance over SmackDown. Tonight, we may finally get an official statement from Solo about what his version of the Bloodline stands for. Will they remain loyal to Roman Reigns, or is this an era where Solo establishes himself as the true head of the table? With Tama Tonga rumored to join the group and Jacob Fatu potentially making his long-awaited WWE debut, SmackDown could be the perfect stage for a major announcement regarding the faction's future. 3. The Rock's influence on SmackDown. 5 possible scenarios. With all these monumental shifts happening, The Rock's potential presence on SmackDown could send shockwaves through WWE. Here are 5 ways he might make his presence felt. The Rock confronts the Bloodline's new leadership. If The Rock appears on SmackDown, one of the most anticipated interactions would be between him and Solo Sikoa. The Brahma Bull could question Solo's leadership and whether he truly deserves to be in control of the Bloodline. This confrontation could set up a larger storyline, possibly leading to The Rock aligning himself with Roman Reigns or even battling Solo to reclaim the faction for his own vision. B. The Rock calls out Roman Reigns. With WrestleMania season approaching, The Rock might make his presence felt by calling out his cousin Roman Reigns. If Reigns is set to return soon, The Rock could lay the foundation for a future clash, potentially even setting up a dream match for the grandest stage of them all. A confrontation between these two legends would be enough to shake up the entire WWE universe. C. The Rock aids Cody Rhodes against Nick Aldis. If Nick Aldis is determined to remove Cody Rhodes from SmackDown, The Rock could step in as an ally. Having someone of The Rock's stature backing Cody would not only add legitimacy to Rhodes' struggle, but also elevate the stakes. The Great One could challenge Aldis' authority, possibly even forcing him to reconsider any decision that jeopardizes Cody's place on SmackDown. D. The Rock announces his own WrestleMania plans. Another way The Rock could make his presence felt is by revealing his own WrestleMania aspirations. Whether it's against Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, or even an unexpected opponent, a Rock-led WrestleMania storyline would instantly become one of the biggest draws for the event. E. The Rock lays the SmackDown on an unlikely superstar. Finally, The Rock might simply electrify the WWE Universe by laying the SmackDown on an unsuspecting superstar. Whether it's someone disrespecting him backstage or a top heel like Austin Theory or Grayson Waller challenging him, The Rock delivering a rock bottom and people's elbow would send fans into a frenzy. With Cody Rhodes potentially being forced to leave by Nick Aldis and the Bloodline's new direction taking shape, WWE SmackDown is gearing up for a historic night. If The Rock does make his presence felt, the stakes could get even higher, potentially setting the course for WrestleMania season. Whether he confronts Solo Sikoa, calls out Roman Reigns, or even aligns himself with Cody Rhodes, The Rock's return would ensure that SmackDown remains the most must-watch show in professional wrestling. Stay tuned as WWE continues to surprise and redefine its main event picture.